Up next, I have a review of a interesting movie called The Butcher Boys. All right, so welcome to this week's spoilers review of the week, and I'm going to try to describe this movie to Chris-Rachael.
I'm very dubious about this already.
So this movie's called The Butcher Boys.
Does it actually start in a butcher shop?
No, actually.
Do you get to butcher people?
Yes.
With a knife?
I don't really know. Okay.
All right, tell me more.
So this movie was created by the writers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
You would like to think so. This movie takes place entirely in downtown San Antonio.
That's a bad start.
Basically, you take all the characters in the messed up house of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and put them in the basement of a restaurant. Like, you got the whole crazy family, and they basically send hunters out to find people that match the clientele so they can eat them.
I saw a really good version of this movie called Delicatessen, but it was French.
Yeah. So my biggest problem with this movie was when it first started, you meet the 4 teenage protagonists, and you hate them. You despise them. You don't give
That's because you hate all young people.
Oh, no. You really hate these. Like, one is a complete slut for no reason. One is a nerd. One is a player. And one is the innocent schoolgirl.
So somebody just kind of pulled random casting out. Like,
Yeah.
here's the 4 most typical characters.
And so they're at this dinner at this fancy restaurant downtown San Antonio, and the slut gets in a fight with 2 guys at a gas station when they leave, and there's a car chase ensues, which the chasers hit the dog of some people, and apparently these other people start hunting the teenagers.
But we're happy about that because we hate the teenagers, right?
No, we're not even happy yet. We don't quite understand what's going on because you think they're werewolves because they keep showing the full moon and going back to them acting all animalistic and hunting these people down. They kill all but the innocent schoolgirl.
Of course.
Well, because you see them eat the slut. Like, they physically eat her boobs off, all right? And then this schoolgirl is trying to escape. Well, it turns out she's in the basement of the restaurant because there's this whole clientele of people who like to eat people based on certain fetishes. And the schoolgirl fits one. So she's going to be served up. But this movie is so bad.
Really? I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hear that, sir.
Like, there's weird things. Like, there's a guy, this old man who's like lubed up and greased up so no one can grab him, trying to save his daughter, who, when the schoolgirl finds the daughter tied up, she's like, oh, it's okay. I don't want to go home so they don't molest me. This movie makes no sense whatsoever. Like, literally, it's Texas Chainsaw in the middle of downtown.
How did you get stuck having to watch this?
We get lots of things to watch, and I was the one who got to watch this one.
Yay.
And I completely feel like I wasted my time.
Wow.
Would you want to watch a movie set in downtown San Antonio where you don't have any idea what's going on?
No.
However, it did have some good camera work. It did have some really good camera work. But the story and the execution, and I mean, they even had the mutant guy chained up in the basement.
Of course they
What are
did.
you doing with that in the middle? Oh, and here's the best part. When the girl escapes, there's a protest outside with a bunch of vegans, and I don't know why. Then the crazy family comes out and starts killing everybody with bazookas and machine guns, and no cops show up. Well, one cop shows up and gets hit in the
which
face.
drugs do you think were involved in the production of this film?
I don't know. I wish I were on some of those drugs to watch this film, actually. Not a good... It's on video on demand right now.
Oh.
Don't bother.
You know what I would really like to see in a horror movie? I would love to see a horror movie where the very first person killed is the sweet innocent virgin, and the jock and the slut live to the end and just fuck merrily the entire time.
Language!
I apologize.
We're on live TV. That's 2 bands on Chris-Rachael today. Good thing you're going to wherever next week in the Thunderdome of Jewishness or whatever. So, Butcher Boys, I tried to describe it to you. I just can't. We're totally derailed. I'm giving this maybe a 1 out of 5 just because if you don't like to think, this is the perfect movie. If you like to think, you will totally be turned off.
So why did you not like it again?
I hated it. Hey! Hey! So, Butcher Boys, it's on video on demand right now. If you feel brave, go watch it. Otherwise, listen to me and run the opposite direction to watch something better like Texas Chainsaw Massacre
or Continuum. That's on Netflix. It's awesome.
That's not even horror-based.
No, I just love it. I want everybody to watch Continuum.
Shameless plug for Continuum.